Mantel, we really need to come up with a better way to come up with these openings, right?
Because we already ran through a lot, and there's only so many subversive openings we can do.
I know. You know,
It should
I
really be more standardized, and then the wacky opening should be more rare, is my
yeah.
thought.
I did have an idea for doing one. It would be kind of like a behind the scenes one where we talk about, oh, we're gonna do this and that. And with that being said, welcome to Arkham Horror. I'm your host Flip, and this is Tao.
You cannot be serious. I'm
uh,
eating right now. I was
uh,
not ready at all.
oh, it's too late now. It's gotta go. Um, we're gonna be doing the Circle Undone campaign, as it says in the title of the video, I assume.
All right. Who
We
did you
don't.
pick for your investigator?
I didn't pick anybody because in the Circle Undone, we have to start first off with the disappearance at the Twilight Estate,
Oh man.
where someone or something disappears. We'll find about that in a second. We haven't set anything up, which is a little weird, and the reason for that is there was a new update to Arkham, and we just wanted to show off this disappearance at the Twilight Estate. And I was just really happy with that.
Welcome.
So we're
Oh,
gonna
look at these
pause.
lines. These lines automatically
Ah,
move.
I can't. Oh no, my lines. We'll
Oh
pause
god.
and be back after this is done.
Wait, do you want me to read death is only the beginning?
Yeah, that's what I said, and then I counted down, and then I unpaused, and then you said, "Do you
No,
want me to
I thought
read
you said
that?"
you wanted me to read the other prologue. Okay.
Just more
H
behind the scenes, guys.
The hidden codes to which these witches belonged often guarded and handed down surprising secrets from elder forgotten eons, and it was by no means impossible that Keziah had actually mastered the art of passing through dimensional gates.
Bum
H.P.
bum bum.
Lovecraft, The
Yeah,
Dreams in the Witch House.
that
That's
one
the
guy.
prologue. Well,
It is.
that's the pre-prologue prologue.
Yeah. So there's some new stuff in this campaign. We got tarot slots. We've never seen those before.
Exactly. We didn't
Um,
skip to Scarlet Keys,
Of
no.
course not. There's the haunted ability. That is new for this scenario. The haunted ability is what is it? It's when you fail to investigate, right? Yeah, each time an investigator fails a skill while investigating a location, you do the haunted thing. This scenario terrible for Stella if she's trying to get clues. There's alert, which is just evade, retaliate. I think we've seen that one before. And then that's kind of it. Like that's all. That's all nice. Anyways, it warns us here. It says, "Wait, don't choose investigators or do anything yet." So we didn't because we read the
Right,
instructions for sure.
for sure.
All right, prologue. Scenario 0. Disappearance at the Twilight Estate. Sunday, November 22nd, 1925, Arkham, Massachusetts. Though All Hallows Eve is nearly a month past, a grim melancholy lingers throughout the town. Each morning, a thick fog permeates the streets. Nights are beginning to grow longer, and if you ask around town, you'll hear people swear that it's getting darker too. But despite the gloomy mood and people's not knowing how time works, progress continues in the sleepy town of Arkham. Because, like, oh, it's growing, the nights are growing longer. Like, yeah, that's because
It's called winter.
it's
What's
called
happening?
winter.
The sun is dying.
I don't know if we can take much more of this. Uh, the election of Nathaniel Rhodes to the United States Senate has upstanding members of the community feeling optimistic about the town's future. And tonight, at his well-appointed estate in French Hill, a man named Joseph Meager, one of
Isn't it
those
Yosef?
three. Tell you, I'm gonna. I was having enough trouble with the last name. I don't need to have trouble with the first name too. Okay, it's Joseph. Joseph. Joseph M. hosts the Silver Twilight Lodge's Charity Gala, an annual members-only event that will turn deadly for several attendees. And then we've got some assembly stuff, and the assembly stuff is that we're playing as these characters. I am
Yeah.
Gabriela Misra. I am private security, and Tao is Jerome Davids, who is Joseph's secretary.
All right.
Let's see. Is there any more? Oh, yes. There's all of the more. Okay. So, intro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Joseph Meager announces, raising a glass of champagne in a toast. A hush descends on the room until only the crackle of the fireplace and whispers of gossip can be heard.
allow me to welcome you all into my home for this year's charity gala. We have some very upstanding citizens here tonight, and I thank all of you for your hard work and generosity.
Cheers and murmurs of agreement fill the room. Many of the guests raise their glasses to Valentino, one of the most esteemed members of the lodge this year, who sits at the guest of honors table, which is nearest to the fireplace.
We're not
Joseph
playing
says,
as him.
"Oh yeah, I know." I for some reason also I read raise their glasses, and I'm just like seeing like everyone take off their spectacles and hold them in the air. uh, Joseph's assistant Jerome blends into the wall behind Joseph, discreetly checking his pocket watch. In another corner of the room, the head housekeeper Penny walks from table to table, filling empty glasses and collecting dirty salad plates.
Each of you has done great deeds in the name of the Silver Twilight Lodge in our historic city.
Joseph continues.
Next year, we will continue to shoulder this burden and do what must be done for the sake of progress.
Jerome steps forward quietly, interrupting Joseph's speech with the unassuming confidence that comes from years of trusted service. He taps Joseph lightly on his shoulder and shows him the time.
I'm afraid I am already out of time. Thank you all very much for attending.
Joseph concludes, bowing. Polite applause rises from the audience, and Joseph walks briskly toward the parlor, followed closely by his assistant. Two servants collect coats as latecomers trickle into the manor, and Gavriela, Joseph's head of security, Tiger bleeding through a little bit.
Sorry?
Head of security watches over the entrance with hard eyes and a clenched jaw.
Has Mr. Sanford arrived?
Joseph asks curtly, tapping his polished leather shoes on the floor.
I would love if the secretary just had the voice. I'm afraid not.
Jerome replies, flipping through the last pages of the estate's guest book.
But he should be here any minute, Mr. Micah. Good. I want there to be no problems whatsoever when he arrives. Am I understood?
Joseph calls out to Gabriella.
Make sure he is well protected.
Gabriella nods, patting the handle of her 45 in her shoulder holster. Joseph turns his attention back to his assistant.
And have Penny make sure the main course is kept good and hot while we wait for Mr. Sanford's arrival. Not a single slice is to be served without his presence. Not even for Mr. Rivers.
Jerome asks, glancing at Joseph over the rim of his thick glasses. Joseph pauses for a moment, considering.
Pour Mr. Rivers another glass of champagne, and I'm sure he will not complain. Also, I'm still waiting on those accounts I asked you about earlier today. Don't forget.
Joseph says, clapping his assistant on the shoulder before walking back into the banquet hall. Jerome nods obediently and heads upstairs. Soon after, the dark mist would appear, and nothing would be the same.
Wait, that's it? That's not italicized. That's just in regular font.
Well, that's because everything else is italicized, and so by
God.
unitalicizing it, they've italicized it. One
Okay,
at a
go
time,
ahead,
each player. So we got to read each of the intros. Let's see here. Is there any voices? No, I'll do Gabriella's voice, I guess.
Sure.
You stand guard as instructed, waiting for Mr. Sanford to appear. By now, the remaining guests have filed into the banquet hall, and you can hear the sound of merriment and drinking coming from beyond the wooden door behind you. You pay them no mind, remaining vigilant. Years of fighting and discipline have taught you to be ready for anything, even at the harmless banquet like this. Just as you begin to ponder whether your talents are being wasted under Mr. Mager's employ, a dark mist invades the parlor, through the front door and the window frames, flooding the room. You immediately take out your gun and start shooting at the mist. No, I'm sorry. At first you believe it to be only the evening fog seeping through the manor's entryway, until you begin to notice that everything the mist touches seems to have decayed, as though aged hundreds of years. You step back cautiously, seeking a hand on the grip of your weapon just in case. Never in all of your years have you seen something like this. An unnatural chill spreads throughout the room, and shivers run up your spine. As the ashen mist finishes pouring in, it coalesces into a singular form, a humanoid figure wrapped in shadows. It raises its hands and points at you with a charred, blackened finger. You unholster your firearm and point it directly at the creature, allowing your training to take over. "Don't come any closer!" you shout. The thing watching you from the entrance is unfazed. Its ethereal form begins to glide towards you, dark mist crawling over the carpet in its wake. I warned you! You growl, and a thunderous shot echoes through the parlor as you squeeze the trigger. The bullet rips a hole in the figure's head like a rush of air billowing through a column of smoke. The mist stitches itself together, and the thing continues to drift your way, reaching out menacingly. Nothing could have prepared you for combat with such an unnatural enemy. Faced with no other options, you turn and flee up the staircase nearby, pausing to squeeze off several more shots at the top. The bullets that make the target the bullets that make their target simply pass harmlessly through the ghostly figure, striking the door behind it. A few stray shots shatter a column of the staircase's wooden balustrade. Is Jerome's time. Jerome, you read the whole thing now. I'm tired.
Very
I
well.
sleep.
You carefully flip through the pages of Mr. Mager's ledger, looking for the accounts he inquired about. You have served Mager, actually. Mr. Mager, I don't even know how to pronounce his name,
Yep.
faithfully for almost a
And
decade,
you're
and he
his
trusts
assistant.
he trusts you with, I just call him Mr. M, faithfully for almost a decade, and he trusts you with sensitive information like this, a point of pride for you. While you are often curious about your employer's business, you have never pried into his personal matters, not until tonight, anyways. You adjust your glasses and lean forward as you turn to the page regarding Mr. Mager's request. Some of the names on the list you recognize: Rivis, Gensler, Fairmount, Rhodes, Wick, but many are names you have never heard of before, let alone seen afflicted with Mr. Mager's work. Lindquist, Constanova, Magro, Atkins, Lamar. Just how deep do Mr. Mager's connections go? Strange as that may seem, it is the list of names on the page afterward that raises your hackles. While it was clear the names on the previous page are associates of Mr. Mager's, or at least prominent members of the lodge, you can only assume that this next series of names is of people your employer is targeting, for what you cannot say. You stand next to Joseph's desk and record the list in your pocket journal carefully, making sure to keep names in the exact order they appear in Mr. Mager's ledger. You hope that your suspicion is nothing more than the absurd imagination of an overworked secretary. Still, something about all of this has you concerned. That and the sudden draft of frigid air that is somehow wafted into the room. Your gaze naturally drifts to the window, at which point you scream out in shock and lose your balance, stumbling backward into Mr. Mager's desk. Pressed up against the office window is a host of screaming faces emerging from the mist, or perhaps composed of it. Their ghostly hands press against the glass, their eyes hollow and empty. Your reading glasses clatter to the ground and shatter under your heel as you scramble to the other side of the office. You don't realize that you dropped your pocket journal into the chaos until it is too late.
Dun
Okay.
dun dun. Penny's dead. Valentino probably dead. That's it. Now we go to the setup. We did the setup already. Good job, us. There's no way out. There's
Oh
no
man.
positive resolution for this scenario. Thanks, Skip, to be upfront with me. Very helpful. Important to note, anytime we would discard a card, instead it gets just R-fugged. It gets removed from game.
Removed from the game. Shuffle that encounter deck well. Judgment. You can read.
Okay, Judgment. There is no escaping fate. Hear the call and be reborn. After Doom is placed on any card, each investigator must take a damage, or a horror, or 2 damage, or 2 horror. Instead, if there's 5 or more Doom in play, when any investigator is defeated, we're going to that investigator that's all, folks. Must advance this agenda. Do not remove any Doom for this agenda when it advances. Then we got the Disappearances. Something terrible.
Something terrible. I'll read this. Something terrible has invaded the home of Joseph Mager. In the moments that follow, you scramble to survive.
Okay, it's how immediately, like halfway through that sentence or that thing, you got drunk. I don't know how that happened.
You just hear me collapse and I stop talking for the rest of the night.
Oh no.
Anyways, when an
Spooky.
investigator is eliminated, place each of that investigator's clues on this act instead of his or her location. Objective: discover as many clues as you can before your inevitable demise. All right, so let's go over the situation we're in. I'm located in the office. The lone door atop the second floor staircase is rotted and decayed as though hundreds of years has passed. The once polished oak is now stained and warped. It could collapse at any moment. A haunted, choose and discard a card from your hand. A thick, oppressive haze fills what was once an impressive office. Cracks fork up and down the wooden paneling of the walls, and the bookshelves surrounding Joseph's desk sag with the weight of rotten, decayed books. There's 4 clues here, and this does have an obscuring fog, so the shroud is 6. It also has a nether mist. The nether mist is aloof. It preys on the investigate at the locate investigator at the location with the most clues, and the location gets haunted. Nether mist attacks you. So I have a shroud of 6, and if I fail, this thing attacks me. It's pretty scary.
It looks pretty scary.
And your
I'm
situation?
in the Victorian halls. The warm
Mhm.
rays that once illuminated these halls have faded into beams of cold gray moonlight that shine through floating motes of dust and wisps of dark mist. Haunted. If I fail at investigating this location, I lose an action, which is a bit strange because there's no clues here.
Mhm.
A haunting stillness lingers through the frigid, dead halls. The many paintings that adorn the walls have faded and become unrecognizable, and the metal statuettes flanking the corridors have completely rusted over. Also, there's this guy, just casually, the Spectral Watcher. He's an ancient one. He's spectral. He's elite. He's got alert. He's got hunter. It's forced. When the Spectral Watcher is defeated, instead of discarding him, heal all damage from it, disengage it from all investigators, exhaust it, and it doesn't ready the next turn. So I can only slow it down. Can't kill it.
There is no escaping fate.
It's got 3 fists, 3 boots, 5 health. Also, the entry hall is blocked by a wall of spectral mist that you can't enter. So that sucks. It's a wall of dark mist blocks your escape, decaying everything it touches. Ghostly hands grasp at you from the mist, desperately trying to pull you in. You suspect that if you tried to cross through the mist, you wouldn't emerge alive. You'd get all,
Hmm.
you'd get all old and crumbly, probably.
Old and crumbly.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
So let's
so
begin our turn. Oh, you're a guardian. What is your ability? If an enemy attacks you, even if you cancel the attack, discover a clue. Mine
uh,
is if an investigator at your location draws a treachery, I can discard cards with a total of 2 book icons to cancel that card's revelation effect. Limit once per. If somebody had this ability in the real game, that'd be so busted.
that'd be pretty good.
Uh-huh. All right.
I'm at your
Should I
location. Yeah.
run to you or you run to me, or should I not bother with the office? Because this is a very high shroud. We could just leave it alone.
But it's 2 victory points now.
That doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I mean, like, I can overcommit and try to get the clues here, but I would have to overcommit for sure.
But it's 2 victory points now.
Just saying, like,
I know,
this
I
is a
know.
very hard one.
I also have this thing on me, the Fate of All Fools. So this is in front of me. If I draw another one, then I will take two. I will take 2 damage, or I have to put a doom on a different one.
A copy of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and putting a doom on it makes us all take a damage or horror.
Wait, if there's no other copy, put it into play in your threat area. An investigator with another copy of this. Well, so what happens if I just draw another one right now?
If you draw another one, then you take 2 direct damage or place a doom on it.
But it says an investigator with another copy of Fate of All Fools takes 2 direct damage.
Yeah, and you have another copy of it.
Got it, because it'd be the one that's flipped. I got it. I got it. I got it. I was dumb.
So basically, like, the first one who draws this is destined in order to take a lot of damage, and then everyone after that,
Yeah.
it
Got,
just injures the person who has Fate of All Fools.
we got it.
All right. So, anyways, should I run to you, or should we run to the left or right because there's more space to run there, or
I think we
uh,
should go in one of the directions for sure.
okay. How about to the right? And I'll follow you because
Uh,
uh,
sure. So I'll go first.
okay.
So I'm gonna walk into the master bedroom. This unmarked door is old and partially rotted. Set in a quiet corner of the upstairs hallway, a thick, dark fog seeps beneath the door and wafts around your feet. It's flipped over now. If you fail, you gotta place a clue on it. It's got 2 clues on it. Tendrils of black mist have invaded every corner of this room, from the open balcony doorway. Oh wait, yeah, every corner of this room from the open balcony doorway, causing the furniture to decay and collapse. Every piece of wood and glass is shattered and warped. Nothing is untouched. So that's spoopy.
Okay.
That was action 1. Action 2.
You should get some resources because you're pretty low.
Yeah, I'll just get $1 and then I'll get another dollar. It's kind of pointless for me to
Okay.
draw a card.
I will spend 2 actions to walk over to you. I'm gonna throw down this magnifying glass. And should I pick up these clues? I should.
I
I'm
mean,
going to
there's no downside to doing it right now, so that's
yeah. I'm going to investigate this place and commit deduction. Goes out of play. I'm investigating here at a 6 against a 3. Hiya! I did it. Two
six
clues
against.
from
Why is it 6 against 3? 5 against
because I
3.
have a magnifying glass and I committed deduction.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. Upkeep for both of us.
Yep.
Oh, it says take a horror, but that's not the case. We don't take
Yeah,
horror.
there's special rules for this where we don't take horror for drawing cards when we have no cards, but we don't have any cards is the downside. So, you
Huh?
know.
But we did have to add a doom, which means you and I take a damage and a horror. So I'll take one horror.
After the doom is placed on any card, each treasure must either take 1 damage or 1 horror. Okay. Yeah, that suck.
It means we're eventually gonna die. Encounters. You're the lead, I guess.
Sure. Resolve each haunted ability on my location.
You
Okay.
have to drop a clue.
I've done it. And it has search.
Oh, a shadow. Oh,
Shadow.
by the way, this guy chases us, and this guy I think chases us too.
Yeah, they do be hunting. Okay.
Okay. My encounter. The Watcher's Grasp. Heal 3 damage, and he moves and attacks as if it's the enemy phase. I'm going to use Jerome's ability and discard Curiosity to cancel this and say no.
Okay.
All right.
Seems good.
Seems good indeed.
Shall I go first because there's a manster on me?
There is a manster on you.
Do I shoot this manster?
Probably.
What's the other options? If I miss, he punches me back, but it's only a 2-3. What's in our bag? We're playing on normal, as always. So let's check what's in the bag. So 1 -3, 1 -4.
And the skulls are
then,
-3s.
So 2 -3s. Okay. You fail, and this is an attack or an evasion attack resolve. Okay. So I probably want to commit a thing to get +1.
If you fight with
or if I can
gun,
use my gun, yeah.
yeah, then he has 3 HP, unless you have a vicious blow to take him out in one hit.
I don't. So let's blap blap that power majigger. And
5 versus 2.
Yeah, 5v2.
Success. 2
I'll take
damage.
2 damage. I'll spend $1 and do 5v2 with my physical training.
Okay.
I have failed.
Failure.
He
You take a
punches
damage
me.
and drop a clue.
I drop a clue. I'll spend another one. Oh, but if I do that, then these guys are gonna come in and just wail on me, and I'm gonna die.
No, I'll try to evade the Spectral Watcher for you, because I have a plan for that.
Okay. So yeah, 5v2. Let's go. Done it.
Success.
We
He's
are
dead.
dead.
Okay. I suppose.
Oh, hold on. After an enemy attacks me, even if but there's no clues here because you took.
Yeah, there's no clues here. Okay. I will spend 1 and play Mind Over Matter. I am using my books in place of my regular stats for Fist and Boots. I'm going to walk in here and evade the Spectral Watcher. I'm evading right now at a 4 versus a 3. I'm going to commit Curiosity. So it's a 6 versus a 3 to evade it.
Okay.
Hi-ya! Ooh. Discover a clue at your location. Thanks, game.
Nailed it.
I evade him, and then
You gonna run the other way?
yeah. Let's split up, gang. Flanking this door are 2 rotting deer heads mounted on the wall. They are staring at you with dead, hollow dead eyes.
Dead hollow eyes, hollow dead eyes. This art looks AI, even though it's not. I don't know. There's something like squiggly about it.
No, it was made by Emilio
know.
Rodriguez, who could be an AI.
He could be an AI. That's the real Eldritch Horror.
My turn is done. Upkeep for both of us. And by upkeep, I mean...
Well, this thing says, rotting animal heads adorn this room's wooden paneled walls. Once a display of power and sovereignty, now macabre displays of death and decay. You cannot help but feel their empty eyes drill through you as you explore the room and speak in a weird accent.
This thing will ready up during upkeep. This thing will chase me here, but it's aloof. And your upkeep.
Hit RB aloof. My upkeep is I get it all.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then one doom is added. Take a damage or a horror. I'll take a horror.
I guess I'll take a damage. And
And
encounters.
then
There's some
an
fog
obscuring
here.
fog.
That's
That's
fine.
fine. Fate of all fools. I'm going to put a doom on your copy. You and I
Wait.
both take a damage or a horror. What's that?
Why would you do that instead of just taking it?
Oh no! If there's no other copy of Fate of Fools in play,
Oh.
so if you draw it, you have to be the one to take damage or doom. So I'm
Oh,
putting doom instead. You and I both take a damage or horror. I'll take a horror.
I hate that.
Yeah. So I mean, we have 3 doom in play now. I will go first. I'm gonna
Okay.
just investigate and run. I'm going to spend 4 resources and toss down my fingerprint kit. I'm going to investigate and use a charge of my fingerprint kit. I'm investigating at a 6 versus a 2. Yeah, I did it. 2 clues for me.
Get them clues.
Try my best. And then I'll
What's up?
walk over here for my last action.
Just discover as many clues as possible. Okay.
From outside this room, you can hear this creaking of old wood and patter of soft footsteps along the ground. Billiards room. 2 clues. Haunted, you must either discard an asset you control or take a damage. The game room's warmth and laughter have been replaced with a sense of quiet dread. Tendrils of black mist slither from underneath the collapsed billiard table, twisting and swaying along among the floor in a formless dance.
Dun
Cool.
dun 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 dun.
Your turn.
Basically, it's evil spaghetti underneath the pool table.
Evil spaghetti.
I mean that's what you could describe all of Cthulhu as, right? Just evil
I guess
spaghetti.
so.
Um,
Evil spaghetti. Wait, is there an ancient evils in here? I gotta look at the no, there isn't. I was just saying, does this look like spaghetti to you? I wanted to grab one. All right, you should probably
yeah,
run
I
away
need to
and lure the
move.
watcher to you.
Yeah, I don't know about lure the watcher to me, but run away for sure.
Oh. Each of your cards with health takes a direct damage. Oof, that kind of stings in right there.
If I fail, which I won't, because I'll never investigate. Maybe. Let's click 1. Action 2. I'm gonna spend $1, $2, $3 for a soak.
Oh, you brought a dog into this world.
Yeah, the dog just jumps up onto the balcony from outside, and they're like, ruff, 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 ruff. And I'm like, well, who's a good doggy? Yes, you are. Do you want some monster blood? Yes, you do. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Balcony. A shattered glass door leads into the balcony outside the estate's master bedroom. Clouds of dark mist loom above French Hill. Spectral shapes surround the balcony, moaning and writhing in torment. Do I dare investigate, Tal?
No, I think you should just get money and prepare to fight
I will get more
the
money
spectral watcher.
then.
Okay. Upkeep for both of us, which is 1 resource, and then we flip over our tokens.
I feel like we should get 2 resources, and then we'll take a damage. Here you go, doggo. I want to give it to doggo. I think I'll take the damage.
Okay, I'll take a horror again. Oh, this guy moves on to my location. The spectral watcher is chasing you. And then encounters.
Encounters. Then Realm of Torment in my threat area. When my turn begins, I resolve each haunted ability on my location. What does that say?
Uh-oh.
No!
That thing stinks.
When your turn ends, test 3 brains, and if you succeed, discard it. Okay. That's
and then my
bad.
encounter. Yeah, that's a rough one. Uh-oh. A hunter, and I can't fight at all. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. But you got boots. You can maybe boots away. It doesn't have alert,
maybe.
so that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Oh, Tao,
You go first.
remember the first time we played this campaign and we thought haunted just meant anytime you fail any test at a location?
Still did pretty all right.
We did okay, but it was just like it was so much harder.
Yeah. Oh my god, I actually do remember that. Funny stuff.
I guess I'll start with my turn. Ow! I get punched. Wait, is my my card, each of your cards with health. My player card is a card with health, right?
You both take 1 direct damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay.
You should move out of that room immediately with Realm of Torment in your play area. You'll
Yeah,
have
but
to fight that Spectral
there's a
Watcher.
dude there.
You got
That's
to deal
fine.
with it.
Yeah. Let's go over here. The thing is that I can't get the clues then. I kind of want to get punched here to get the... Well, actually, no. I guess the clues don't really matter. I mean, they matter for
Not,
the scenario, but it's not a victory point, right? Like,
yeah. And we don't even get victory points in this one, so it doesn't matter.
what do you mean we don't get victory points? It says victory points on these things
I
right
know, but
here.
they don't count for anything, I believe.
Wait, we don't get... What's the point of even playing this thing? Anyways, let's go.
I'd be
So
satisfied without victory points.
do you... They have alert. They do not have retaliate, so that's
Mm-hmm.
good. Is this fast action? Why is this not a fast action? Okay, before I go into this room, I'm going to spend one more action to play extra ammunition.
Okay.
And it lets me put 3 bullets on a thing. Is that a good idea?
I don't know about that actually,
I'm
because
gonna
you
get
want to take.
I'm gonna get $1 and then extra ammunition and then move into this location. There
Okay. My turn. I'm going to evade this thing at a 3 versus a 2. Hiya! Uh-oh. If this is an attack or evasion, resolve the haunted. Oh no. My haunted
You're
here is
discard an
discard an
asset
asset or
or
take a damage. Oh, this is supposed to ready up. I'll lose my magnifying glass. I don't want to take the damage. And then I also get hit by the nether mist. I take a damage and a horror. I'm going to evade again. I'm going to discard barricade. Evading at a 4 versus a 2. You know what? I'll discard hyper awareness. 5 versus 2. Hiya! Yes. Okay, this one was successful. I'm gonna run out. I think we're boned.
probably.
Okay. Enemy phase. This thing chases after me. That thing hits you for 1 damage and 1 horror.
Nope.
You don't have the money for it, do you?
I just paid 1.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind then.
That's what I did. I spent I
Oh,
took
got
a
a resource. You're
dollar,
right.
got played extra ammunition, then walked in.
Okay. And then
Upkeep.
upkeep.
And
I
then
get 1 resource. Flip
Doom.
these over.
That's the 5th one,
Take
so
2 damage or
we
2
take
horror.
2 damage or 2
I'll
horror.
take 2 damage.
I'll take 2 horror.
And then your encounter.
My encounter will kill me. Whispers in the dark.
Oh, you didn't test for Realm of Torment first.
Oh, I should
You should do
definitely
that
do
at the end of
that.
your turn.
Yeah.
It's
Is
the
there
3
any?
versus a 3.
I'm gonna discard first aid because I'm not gonna have the actions to do that.
4 versus 3. It's gone. You don't
That's
have to resolve it.
It's so
Oh,
great.
and you don't get a clue because there's no clues here.
There's no clues here. Okay,
And then
and then
flip
we
it
did
out.
this one, which goes into play in the next thing. Every location has haunted, take a horror, and then it goes away at the
Okay.
end. Put it there.
And my encounter. Oh wow.
All right.
Wow. Every location is doubly haunted.
Yeah, don't investigate this turn or you just die. Like, can I run away from this thing? Hell no, I can't. I guess I'll go first, and we'll see if I can survive. Maybe.
No, actually, I'll go first, and you just see if I'm gonna spend 3 actions, just be like, hey, what's up?
Okay.
And because I want to investigate here, because I'm not gonna be able to beat that with the cards in my hand.
Alrighty. I mean, you
Oh, this thing lit it up.
could maybe 6.
No, because I
4
have
plus
some
1.
cards that could give me books, but it's pretty unlikely. I have a better shot of getting the clues from balcony at least, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the best odds, but it's something.
Okay, I'm gonna blap blap. That power majigger. 4, 5 against 3. Do I spend $1? I don't think I'm gonna be able to play 2 of these, so I'm gonna discard one of these to do.
Okay.
6 against
5
3.
against 6 against 3.
Specifically, I'm trying to avoid the skull.
Ooh.
I
Heal
heal
a
a
damage,
damage and a horror. Bang,
That's
bang,
pretty good.
bang. Then I will. Oh, I had to spend a bullet for that. I will do that again.
Wait, you already spent a bullet. You had 5 bullets on that thing because of reload. It gave you 3 extra.
No, I had only 4 bullets because I used a bullet earlier to kill that dude.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know how to count.
5 against 3.
Sometimes.
You want to commit one more?
Oh yeah, I'll
Oh,
spend $1.
6 against 3. Yeah, he's healed
They,
and doesn't ready up. So he's like
uh,
super exhausted.
yeah, super exhaust.
One action left.
Then I'm gonna get $1.
Okay. This guy will be regular exhausted. This nether mist is chasing us. This wraith is chasing us. Upkeep for both of us. I get a resource and flip these over. You get a resource and flip those over.
We take a
Uh,
damage or
we
two.
take 2 damage and 2 horror, or 2 horror. You can't like do
Oh,
1/1. It has to be
yeah,
2 of one of
yeah.
them. I take 2
I'll
horror.
take a damage, and Guard Dog will take a damage.
Okay. And encounters.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh no, you're fine. That drop a clue is not the worst. Oh, these are gone. You don't take 2 horror for existing.
That would
Uh,
suck.
uh-oh.
Um,
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. But I could throw away this card and to cancel it. We're good.
oh, okay, good.
Um,
Which card?
my connect the dots. I really wanted to pick up the clues here and then get like to the 2 clues from balcony, but this wraith threw a wrench in my plans. I can't fight this wraith off at all. I'll go
Yeah.
first because I just need to grab these clues, or I could literally die if I fail to investigate. So I'm gonna investigate here with my fingerprint kit. This is a 5 versus a 1 test, so only the auto fail. We're good. I got 2 clues.
What do we do now, Tao?
And then I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna punch this spectral launcher 1 versus 3.
Don't do it, Tao.
Hiya! Damn it.
You have failed. My
Your turn.
turn.
Yes.
Okay, I drop a clue. Good job, me.
Wait, what?
Because
Oh,
of
okay.
Realm of Torment.
All right, all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna spend $2 and play Delay the Inevitable
Ooh.
on myself. Right?
Uh-huh.
Actually, I should play it on you. But if I die, does my card go away? No, that's like a magic thing. I can put it on you, right?
Oh, well, thank you very much. If you put it on me, I might be able to grab some clue. Well, very, very unlikely, but I might be able to grab a clue.
Okay.
And
Well,
then thank you.
You can have that.
That doesn't cost an action. It's fast.
Let's see here. Can I get in the way of this wraith for you? Yeah, I think
This
I
spectral watcher actually will ready up on me because
Oh,
is
so
that
I've gotta absorb that. Fine.
and the wraith here. You gotta absorb both of them if you can. Well,
I
probably
can't absorb both of them. I'm gonna shoot the spectral watcher. Why
not.
not?
Okay. 5 versus 3.
Yeah, 5v3, and if I fail, I probably will die. Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh.
Star. I heal it damage and a horror.
Look at that. He takes 2 damage.
Yep, and then I'll do it again. 5v3.
Okay.
Success.
Takes another hit.
That's amazing. That was my whole turn, I think. No, that wasn't. I get another action. I can get $1. I'll get $1 because that's fast.
Yeah, nicely done. Enemy
Killed.
phase. This guy runs over here. This wraith runs over here. The spectral watcher readies up on you. Upkeep, and then a doom is added. You have to take 2 damage or 2 horror. I'm going to discard your delay the inevitable in order to not die.
Okay, I'll just take 2 horror.
And then encounters.
This should be at 4 damage, right? Because I shot it twice.
Yeah, you shot him twice. You're right. And then encounters.
Boop.
Test 4 brains.
It was a terror, and oh, I forgot to test 3 brains for Realm of Torment. I succeed.
Oh, it's gone. Nicely done.
Test 4 brains. If you fail, put Terror in the Night next to the agenda. If you fail by 3 or more, it gains Surge. If there's 3 or more copies, then we die. That's fine. 3v4. I failed. It's in the agenda. Boop.
It was Surge, so you have to draw another one.
It was
because you drew a -2. A wraith.
Oh, it's a wraith. That's fine.
My encounter. Test 3 boots. For each point you fail by, take a damage if your location is haunted. As an additional cost to commit, you must resolve each haunted on this location, which is drop a clue, so I can't commit a card. Is this the end for me?
Hold on. Yes.
I'm gonna get rid of this card and just get rid of this. Bye.
Don't you have to do the haunted thing?
No, because
Oh,
I'm just
you're
using
just
my
getting
ability.
rid of the thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that you can do that.
Uh, what do we do? You go
Um.
first.
Uh. When this is defeated by damage, do that. Okay. What's the haunted ability here? Oh, it's like I don't care, right? Yeah.
Yeah, place a clue.
And there's no like spooky other stuff that's going on, right? Oh no, wait.
Mm-hmm.
There is. Because this guy has the haunted thing, it attacks me. Which is annoying. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything in particular I can do. 4v2, I can do like 2 attacks.
Punch the wraith twice, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do maybe 2 attacks, and then yeah, we'll do that. So I'll attack the wraith 5v2.
1 damage.
I'll attack the wraith 5v2. I failed.
Failure.
I'll attack the wraith 5v2. No. I get punched by the Nether Mist for 1 and 1. That'll kill my dog, and it'll bite back the Nether Mist somehow.
Okay.
Good job, dog. Bite that mist.
Actually, hold on. Heal the damage and okay. I think you might have played it a little incorrectly, but oh well. I'll just walk out and then just gain some resources.
You can't tell me it's incorrect. This is how she goes out, surrounded by enemies.
Well then, it's your turn. You take you take a billion horror, and then you flip over your card, the agenda.
Yes. I have million horror. Let's find out what happens. In the missing persons section of your campaign log, next to the person or my character's profile, I make a record of that character's fate as follows. Then flip this agenda back over. If I was defeated by the Spectral Watcher, I wasn't. So I was actually defeated by a monster enemy attack. I was claimed by specters. At least I think I was. Yeah, I definitely was. Because this is 4, and I have 4, and I definitely had some horror before that. So
we could have just... You could have just ended it by taking the damage from the Doom thing.
No, because I don't think I could have survived this enemy phase.
No. Instead of taking the damage, you just take the Doom, the horror on yourself. But yeah, I mean, like...
I don't know what matters. It's the same.
Okay. And then the agenda will advance for me. I'm going to be... Okay, if there were 7 or more Doom in play, which there will be 8 at this point, and you were defeated by horror or damage dealt by the forced ability on Agenda 1A, my character disappeared into the mist.
All right.
Disappeared into the mist. Actually, couldn't you have survived if you had taken your own to delay the inevitable, maybe?
Maybe, but then you would have died, right?
No, I would have just been taken by the mist. I mean, we all have to die, you know. It's an inevitability. Life is fleeting.
But I delayed the inevitable for you for 1 extra turn, so you could be taken by the mist. I don't know. Anyways,
okay.
Doesn't matter.
It's fine.
So that's the end of that scenario. Let's go read what happens now. No resolution was reached because the thing ended as said.
Mr. Sanford, thank you so much for coming. I know you are a busy man. Your presence at tonight's meeting is very much appreciated.
Joseph shakes Carl Sanford's hand firmly as he speaks. Sanford merely nods.
I know you've only just arrived, but I have some private matters to discuss with you, if that is all right.
Joseph continues, his narrow eyes shifting back and forth between the men flanking Mr. Sanford. Very well. The elderly man nods to his 2 enforcers, who step aside to give him privacy. He cradles his hand behind his back, his stature impressive for his age. His discerning eyes fall on Joseph. What is the matter?
Joseph leans... Oh, sorry, you go ahead. I forgot.
Joseph leans closer.
It's here, sir. It's here in this very house.
There is a quiet pause between the 2 men, and then Carl Sanford smiles. Excellent. No experiences earned for this prologue. Get out of here. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
In a companion log, record X pieces of evidence were left behind, where X is 6. Probably. Yes.
Okay.
Return each of the player cards used in this scenario to the collection. Well, what if I don't wanna, huh? What if I just delete them? Oh man, look, I ripped up all your cards. They're gone now.
I would love that to be. How expensive would this game be if you delete or ripped up
if
the
you
cards
delete from existence your cards? It'd be pretty expensive. It's already pretty expensive for a card game.
All right, well, there go my cards.
All right, and then we proceed to Scenario 1, The Witching Hour.
All right, are we gonna do that now? Probably not.
No, it'll be next week, next Tuesday.
But this was a prologue. We barely got anything done.
Well, I'm sorry. Sometimes some videos are short, and most times the videos are like 2 to 3 hours long. So take a break this week. Think about what you've done.
Think about what you've done. Okay.
Leave a comment about how you hated how short this episode was.
Oh man, get angry, get mad. Oh my God, you're turning this. Oh my God, it's an M for Maker, and then there's that.
It's a man. I've made a golem. Anyways, Tao, do you have any words of wisdom?
Oh no, I wasn't prepared at all. You caught me off guard.
Just like
Fine.
you missed.
What's that? Oh, I don't know.
I have some words of wisdom if you don't.
That's sure, fine. Go ahead.
You don't need to have them. It's my thing. My milk-based beverage attracts the youth to my domicile.
Oh,
they concur that mine is a superior dairy concoction. I could instruct you on how to make such a libation, but I would have to levy a fee. And with that, goodbye. Bye.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did the fucking my milkshake breaks off.